back to the piggy bank where we give you our 3 cents.
3 cents.
So happy holidays, first of all.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody.
So thankful for you this holiday season.
Yes, we're so festive. We're so festive. This is our special season finale. As you can see, we haven't posted in so long, and it wasn't because we forgot about you guys. It was because we were planning this.
We've been preparing.
Very true. Been conjuring up some good stuff for y'all, so tune in today. We're really excited.
But like, as you guys can see, if you are not on Spotify or iTunes, if you're on our YouTube platform,
For our visual listeners,
are on a different platform today. We're on Zoom, and you guys are gonna have to get used to this because
Take it away, Jailah.
Jailah is studying abroad next semester. Round of applause, Boxer! Yay!
yeah, Jailah's gonna be going to Korea, so she's not gonna be here. I don't know how we're gonna do it with the time zones, but that's like big life update number one. Is that Jailah's studying abroad in a whole nother country across the world.
You have a lot to tell us when you go there. I mean, when you're visiting, you can, like,
I'm gonna be giving the piggy bank and the piggy bank audience major updates. I'm like, here's some new pictures. Just saw all of Seoul. Crazy, isn't it?
That's for the K-poppers out there.
No, friend. No, that's no.
That's the city.
Yes, there's a city called
I
Seoul.
thought I know that, but I know.
Oh God.
Alrighty. But
Lord.
Today's episode is very special.
Today we're gonna be talking about being done dirty. And that goes for like so many things. Recently, I feel like we've all had some pretty shady experiences with like people in our lives. Yes. Mine happened so long ago. I'm like over it by this point, but I promised everyone I would save the story for the piggy bank. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And then Jailah kind of has a story that connects to my story. And then Kayla has a story that's been following her for years. So
this is like a documentary.
These stories are quite recent. They're very recent.
Yeah. Me and Jailah's are pretty recent. Like ours happened about a month ago. Yeah. And I've been like carrying this weight all semester long. And it's just one of those things that's like, it didn't have to happen that way, but it did.
It really did.
Yeah. So pretty much let's get into it just straight off the bat. I'm gonna use code names. I had a friend, and my friend was like one of the people that I like confided in. I told her lots about, and also Kayla or Jailah, if you have anything that like relates to the story, feel free to jump in. But I had a friend that I like confided in. She was like one of my really close friends over summer, even going into the school year. And then there was this guy. I didn't even like the guy is like the bottom. Like I do not care like about him in this story at all.
Never about the guy. I always think it is, but it's never about the guy.
Yeah. Like, and I'm never one of those people that's like, don't put any of the blame on the guy. I just quite literally don't care about this guy at all. So it's just like the principle of things and the principle of being a friend. And one thing about me is I'm the kind of person that's like, if you do this in this situation, you're definitely going to do it in another situation. So I'm not going to base, I don't really care about the guy, so I don't care about the situation. I'm still going to care because who knows that you're not going to go and do that and wrong me in another sense, you know? So pretty much there was this guy, we went on a little date. It wasn't too like, I didn't really care. It was fun, but he like friend zoned me. He friend zoned me. And I was like, that's great. That's fine. She had a boyfriend. And then a week later, she came up to me and she was like, hey, I need to tell you something. I've been seeing blank. And I was like, girl, okay. Like,
girl code number one.
Like, that was the first problem. But the real reason why I was upset was because she didn't feel like she could talk to me about it. She went and told 2 other people before she told me, and then told me not to tell anyone. She was like, can you keep this between us? And I realized the only reason she said that is because she didn't want me to find out that she had already told 2 other people a week before. And so I just felt like that was super shady, and we just went back and forth about the whole thing, and she just never admitted that she was in the wrong. She completely thought she was in the right in this situation. And yeah, she started being super shady at like where we see each other all the time. And I I just didn't like the energy, and I still don't like the energy whenever I'm in a room with her. I hate it. It's so
I
toxic.
This is where we get into like gaslighters, because she definitely, most definitely, 100% gaslighted you, and you're working.
right. But like the thing is that I know it's not like how Hailey's interpreting it. Obviously, she still feels strongly about it, but I honestly think that it also has to do with like the whole girl code thing. Like that's not even what Hailey was like mainly mad about, but I was like mad about that. Like I was like, how is she about to go after this guy that Hailey actively told her that she liked? And even though Hailey didn't like him anymore, it wasn't even about that, but still in the first place, like you would now you don't want to like you don't have that trust anymore to like
Yeah.
confide in her to tell
Yeah.
her about the guy you like
Yeah. And she like very invalidated my feelings about the whole thing. Like she kept telling me like how I should feel and that I shouldn't feel upset because we weren't really anything. And
that's
like,
like
girl, it's not about that. And really the main reason why I had such a big problem with it was because back in high school, the same thing happened to me.
Mm.
And I even told her like in the situation, I told her like this has happened to me before and I didn't really appreciate that from the friend that did this to me in high school. And that kind of energy is not something I needed in my life at that time and it's not something I need in my life now. And she just didn't understand that. So like
Yep.
it just, you know, it's like circling back to things like that just shows you the kind of people that you don't need in your new chapters. And I didn't need her in my new chapter. Still don't. My life's been
That's a
great.
good
oh
saying.
seriously, that's what
When you're
people
like
tell me.
flipping the pages, going to a new chapter, it's time to give that character, what's it called? The sudden death? Whatever it is. Don't know, but the character don't exist in the next
Oh
chapter.
yeah, we're cutting that character off. We're killing
That's
them
what,
off.
no, seriously, that's what I'm saying. Like the other day I was at dinner with my two friends or like a couple weeks ago and we were just talking about the situation that happened like last year. It was just a bunch of drama that happened with this certain person. I don't even feel like telling the story because it's not that deep. But basically he was just saying, "Oh, you know, maybe we should all get together with the girl that started all that drama and just like all bygones be bygones." And I told him I was like, no, like I don't really find that necessary because I don't see a need for her in this new chapter of my life. Like obviously I'll be civil and I'll be like say hello, do this and this and this. I'll be kind, but I don't really see a point in being her friend in this new chapter of
Yeah.
my life. Do you get what
No,
I'm saying?
heavy
Like
on
it's just
Yeah.
civil.
like there's
Yeah,
just
Yeah.
certain
heavy on
people
civil.
where you don't need in this new chapter. Like it's just unnecessary.
And some people like you just don't need to. It's so important to know when to cut people off. And
Yeah.
like it's really hard. Like my mom always says that I'm like good at realizing when I don't need people in my life. And I really am. Like I can tell when someone's gonna be in my life forever. And I can tell when someone's doesn't need to be. And like those cutoffs, they've never really felt hard for me, honestly. Like
Yeah.
I feel I see how some people could be like, oh yeah, it's hard to cut people off when you truly need. No, I do it like this. Like I really don't
Just like
care
that.
Well,
because why would I damage my own mental
Yeah.
health for
right.
other people?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna ask though, just while we're still on the same topic of this whole situation, is like I kind of wanted Jayla to talk about your whole like
Yes.
experience with what was going
Yeah.
on during this time because I don't even really know. Like I talked to you a little bit about it, but I'm not even fully sure the whole situation.
Yeah, that's like kind of a really good piggyback to come off of you, Kayla, because the whole like girl code whatnot, that's big. But when you have a friend that you think you're so close with, that goes on to betray you, backstab you, and just like gaslight you and lie to you, and like it's something that you least expect. So let's just get into the story. So Jayla and Hailey are Jayla was me, a part of a modeling group at our college, and we were both on the e-board, me and Hailey. And so, just long story short, there was a lot of initial drama from the jump, within the e-board and whatnot, and then people that came on after, which is very very strange. Like now that I know the information that I know now, it should not have been that way. So I don't know. Let's see, eyes open, but moving forward into like the semester, there were just always issues with me and Prez. And then like before I get into like the big part of the story, there was one night that we all went out to the club and we went to the bar. And so I was walking alongside and she was chit-chatting to me and she goes, Jayla, I know you think I don't really like you, but I do like you. And the way I had to stop and look at her,
Oh
like, you
god.
cannot be serious. Like, why am I taking you seriously? like, be so for real. I wasn't even listening because I was just like, I know you don't like me and I know you're under the influence, so why lie? Like, there's just no point. And so my fake friend situation was that, like, I met this girl beginning of the year, January, and then we were starting classes, and I was like, we were just like two peas in the pod, had dance classes together, had a science class together. We were just with each other 3 times, 4 times out of the week. And then on top of that, she joined the modeling troupe. So I just saw her so often. And we lived floors under each other. So we were always together. And I was just like, you know what? I confided in her in everything. I thought she was my closest friend, da da da. And everybody knew us as like two peas in the pod, stuck at the hip type thing. And so when this whole drama with happened, just everything just went downhill. It was kind of like people picking sides, and that's what you never want to do in a friendship, everybody. Like, if just don't ever pick a side if there is an issue between
Well,
two friends or
I
two people
feel
that you
like
know.
I feel like in that situation, it was actually the opposite issue. It felt like,
Not picking sides, that's what I meant. Don't
yeah,
ever not pick sides.
it's really hard because you can't be a mediator. And
Hmm.
I even had to have a talk with the same friend about like mediating, and because she's friends with the person from my situation, and I had to have a talk to her about like mediating because you can't always be on both sides of the story. You can remain neutral, but to be on both sides is completely different because you can't go and tell one person one thing and then tell someone else something else and then have the best of both worlds. Like, remaining neutral is completely different than playing both sides. And
Yeah.
that's a problem that like sparked the whole situation, I feel.
That's where I confuse myself in the story. I'm not gonna lie, because I keep saying picking sides, but it's definitely remaining neutral, and it's kind of like to the point where you're kissing someone else's ass. Because the main point was that she lied to me when I asked her. I said, "Did you stick up for me? Did you stick up for my name?" And she said she did. And when I just saw the receipts, it was nothing of the sort. And that's the main thing you don't want to do, is just straight up lie to a friend
And there
that you say
is
you love so much, that you trust so much, and you confide in so much. And that's another issue, is confiding in people that you think is just gonna be there for you. Like,
Oh,
that was just
yeah.
that whole drama of just losing that friend. And on top of that, losing such a close friend. And
no.
then it's just like you have to move on like that. How Kayla said, you know, you can be civil and whatnot. And I told her that. And then, long story short, she was like, "You're dead to me." And I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." But anyways, that's my story, y'all.
But yeah,
Not
I
too
get that.
much.
Like, confiding in people, I think we just all need to be careful about who we tell everything to. And that
Yeah.
means a lot coming from me because I tell everybody
She
everything.
do. She
Girl,
do.
not too much. I am not too much. I've
I've
always been
learned
told.
no.
I honestly, I should have learned by now. I've always been told, like by my mom, by my friends, that I trust people too easy and too fast. And it's true. But like, I just feel like now I just get wronged
No,
too,
yeah.
too much.
I used to trust in people and I used to like
Mhm.
tell everyone everything, but when that situation happened with me when I was in high school, it totally ruined all of that for me. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like I grew as a person,
Hmm.
but it really damaged me. And for the viewers that don't know, to make this a very long story short, I had a group of girls I was like best friends with in high school, and they bullied the fuck out of me, and I didn't realize it. And my mom always told me, like, the moms are always right. My mom
Mhm.
always told me, Kayla, like, those girls are not your friends. I don't like them. I don't like them. And I was like, whatever. So then I finally realized it, and they just all ganged up on me one day, and all of them literally texted me separately being like, you're so fake, randomly. Like, it was the most insane thing ever. And I was just like, what in the world is happening? So I stopped being friends with them, and like recently they've started reaching out and apologizing and all that, which is kind of funny. But like in this case, I forgive them. Like, I told them, "Oh, thanks for the apology." That's it. Like, I'm like
That's
that.
like the main thing. Do you don't understand? Once I got to college, so many people from high school that like wronged me tried to be my friends. Like, it's whenever they see you being successful that they're like,
Yeah.
they try to reach out. And I'm like, girl, please stay over there. Stay over there. But yeah, that's how you know you're doing things right though, is when your ops start trying to turn into
And
your
the
gang
best
for
thing
real.
ever is when they like I like was crackling in my boots when they came to and apologize. They like one of them DM'd me on Facebook and on Instagram because I didn't see it on Facebook, so she went to my Instagram and she sent me this big old apology and I was like, "You're right, you do owe me a big fat apology." But yeah, I was very just like very to the point. I was like, I accept your apology, but that's it. Like I'm not ever being friends with them again. Like that's especially because all of the amazing people I've met in college. It is just made up for all the wrong that I've gone through in my life with these most amazing friends I've ever had here. Like it's insane. I'm so thankful. My little sappy moment.
Yeah, for sure. So would y'all say y'all have any like huge life updates recently? I have like a therapy session that I'm about to need in a couple of minutes. So I'm gonna give y'all your time.
Mhm.
But I just feel like, I don't know, being here by myself in this dorm has literally had me going crazy for the last week. And I have to be by myself for 3 weeks. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, guys. I
Oh,
really don't.
She keeps saying that, but I'm like, I'm gonna buy her a train ticket to come see me.
I
Mm.
can't. I work every day. So no. But this is gonna be my first Christmas by myself. I talked to my mom yesterday.
I love when you talk to your mama.
I don't really talk to my mom like on the phone. It was really weird because she talked on the phone with me and somebody else, and it was really weird.
Like a merge call.
No, like somebody was with me and she was talking to him.
Oh.
Mm.
It was weird. Kayla's trying to like connect dots.
I'm like,
It was so weird, Kayla. I just feel like I haven't been able to tell you anything about like that situation because you
Hailey's
don't
little
like me
man.
too. Because you don't like me too.
Let the world know about Hailey's little man.
It's not even like that. Like it's just really confusing right now. And I was gonna talk about it on the podcast, but I kind of just want to talk to you about it on my own.
Are y'all dating?
I don't know.
You're not. I thought he had 6 weeks this side. Sorry, y'all.
6 weeks, 2 weeks.
Isn't that hilarious, Piggy Bankers? There's like a time frame of when he gets to decide if he wants to be her boyfriend or not. It kills me. It kills me.
Kayla, don't do this right now.
Sorry, I said I was stirring the pot this episode. I totally
I know. I mean, it's fine. Like it was like I don't want to air like too much of my business, but it was we were just talking to my mom about everything, and I feel like moms are just so insightful. You know, it's crazy how the mom intuition, like moms have it so so deeply. Like even what you were saying about like with your friends and how your mom knew, like I haven't told my mom anything about this situation over the past 6 months, and she just knew everything. Like I called her and she gave like the best advice. It was really weird. It was like the weirdest thing ever because I don't even talk to my mom, but for him to talk to her, it was really odd. But she liked him, so that was good. But yeah, that's why I have a menorah because he's Jewish.
That's why.
Makes sense.
Happy Hanukkah.
Oh wow.
Shalom.
Yeah, that reminds me of like how my mom told me like there was my sister, she had this friend in like middle school up to high school that she had to break off, and like I didn't like her and my mom didn't like her, and she was like, Jailah, she's not a good friend, and kind of just went down from there.
Sorry, Jailah. I just caught some. He's there right now with you, isn't he?
Yeah, but
I knew it.
Kayla, no. Kayla, it was different because I literally can't be by myself. Jailah, I'm so sorry. Just like I can't be alone. And my mom asked him to come today.
Piggy Bankers, he's in her apartment right now. A man is in our podcast filming. Our number one rule.
He doesn't want to make a guest appearance.
The horse is here.
The number
Incognito.
one.
He's
Jay,
not here.
come in.
A man in the podcast.
He's not
Come
here.
in.
He ain't even listening for us. He watches the
You're
podcast. That's our number one fan.
You're woman lovers.
B, come in quick.
Boo. I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyways. So wait, speaking of mothers, this is I just want to let the Piggy Bankers know with a little update. Next season, we're gonna be doing a little mothers episode.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so cute. How's Jailah gonna do it from Korea?
Oh,
how's my mom gonna do it from Texas?
When was I gonna know this?
No, I told Nikki I was gonna Zoom her in because
my mom has an Android. We're gonna have to do Google Meets.
Oh yeah, no.
You can do Zoom anywhere, silly.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, we're gonna have to have my mom in here and my sister in here.
Yeah, all the moms.
Bring all the nephews and nieces.
Everybody, just family
reunion. Piggy Bank family reunion.
reunion.
Okay, I do have
Who
to
he
say though, guys.
introducing? Who he introducing?
I have to let everybody know. There was a little study that I talked about quite often on this podcast. His name was Jolly Rancher. No,
Oh
I
my
don't think
God.
I think the last time I talked about him was
I talked about Jolly Rancher.
our crushes episode. Basically, we made eye contact a lot in class.
This girl, y'all will not understand what
She said
do
eye
y'all know what
contact.
she did? This girl.
No, Hailey,
Wait,
I
no, I'm gonna tell it because Kayla's gonna make herself seem like this damsel in distress. No, Kayla had every opportunity and she just didn't do it. And I was like, girl, it was the last day of class.
Anxiety too. Like I don't want to hear it.
Last day of class. They're both in the room. And me and Kayla always talk about how we're gonna start being bold, how we're gonna start going up to
Jailah,
people.
get out of here.
Jailah's like, if I was there, I would have done it.
I know. Just, oh, I haven't done this. I'm like, I'm not you.
But no,
Hey, cake.
Kayla's in class and she's alone with him and she just leaves. It's just the two of them. She leaves.
No, he walked down front. No, he was right behind me when we walked out. But guess what? He went right into the bathroom.
Facts, because I would have did the same thing, low key. Yeah.
You would have went into the bathroom if I was right behind you? That's rude.
No, I would have actually left the premises, no longer to be seen.
Ooh. Oh, you mean like if you were Kayla?
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, me too. I wouldn't have said anything either. But
Exactly.
she was all talk because she went into the class saying she was going to do something about it. That's where I'm like,
this is what I want. This is why I brought it up, because I want to do a little poll for our little viewers, because I'm struggling with this right now. The question is, does Kayla DM him or does she not? Because I don't want to
do it
seem
right
like,
now. Do it right now. Why did that echo?
I don't want to seem like I don't want to be like, oh, I was in this girl's class for a whole semester twice a week and she never said anything, but now she's DMing me. Like, seriously?
That's crazy. A live video of Kayla shooting her shot. Oh yes.
Yeah,
I
Dave,
love
we
it.
used to play basketball. Oh,
Instagram.
y'all hear Jailah smacking her gum in the mic?
I'm so sorry, y'all. Like it's real good.
From
the
the
experiment. Yeah.
Oh, y'all know. Hold on. We had a little secret Santa thing the other day.
Mm-hmm.
My secret Santa got me this.
He did real good.
Bro, he did so good. He got me the hot chocolate Fenty Beauty. That's like
yeah.
a black,
I was like, what
Oh
did
my.
queen,
Oh, he got money.
how do you know?
I didn't even tell him the flavor to get. He was like, that's a black queen. She needs the hot chocolate.
Speaking of Fenty Beauty, I need to buy all my new makeup upgrades for when I go to South Korea because the girl has to slay. I have to slay always.
Question for real. Are they racist in South Korea?
Friend, it's really up to the person. I don't know. I'm there for the experience.
They're either gonna call you like slurs or Beyonce. Like there's
No,
no.
they're gonna like, oh, Beyonce in the dive. Period.
Or you just might you might just be like real famous. Like,
Is that Rihanna?
No, like Pom Daddy play.
Where's A-Stop? Where's the baby?
I'm screaming. You walking
like
around
people
with a
might be
Cabbage
coming
Patch
up to you
Kid.
ask for pictures, Jailah.
Oh
I'm
my
actually be
God.
scared.
It's Beyonce.
I'm gonna make a piggy bank t-shirt and be like, actually, subscribe.
This is the Piggy Bank podcast.
Merch drop.
Just like that. Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, that's a wrap on our season finale. We just want to say thank you so much for listening this season.
It's actually been so great having our viewers actually engaged in our podcast. It's a dream come true of ours, and we truly couldn't have done it without all of our listeners. So we appreciate and love you all so much.
Definitely. If we could take a day just to go back and talk about the founding of the piggy bank, we totally should, because it's so funny and so cute. But we always appreciate you guys listening and tuning in. It means the world to us.
Yeah, and like I don't think there was anything better I could have asked for the holidays than to be able to do this one more time before we go into our next season, because I feel like now we have so much more knowledge about things, and I feel like next season is just gonna be so much better. We're gonna have Jailah across the world, me having new experiences. I actually have been having a lot of like modeling opportunities recently, like big things in the making with that. I didn't want to go too into detail for this one, but definitely coming up in the future. Kayla's been acting a lot. We just have a lot of stuff going on, and I'm just excited for our journey together as Piggy Bank. I'm happy we didn't give up on anything, because I genuinely have a great time doing this with y'all.
And hopefully next season we can get our audience a little bit more engaged,
Yes. Speaking of audience engagement, I want to do a poll anywhere you guys will find out after you listen to this episode. But what do you want to be called, and what do you want us to be called? Pennies, piggies, give us a name, because they hate
It's
my
about
name,
time.
and I love the piggies.
Jailah been calling y'all the pennies, and y'all are more expensive than pennies. Y'all got more worth than that.
Y'all are cents, y'all change, y'all the changers. Oh, I like that.
No, we're gonna put a
we
Gotta
changed the
stop
world.
that
We're at the
song
piggy
there.
bank. They're
Y'all
not only
changed the
changed, but we
world, y'all
changed the world.
changed us, and y'all changed our lives. Y'all are changers.
That's not y'all's name. Mm-mm.
All right.
Anyways, thank y'all so much.
Have
We'll
an
be
amazing holiday.
returning. Yeah, we're gonna be returning back late January, so stay on the lookout for that. We will be back. We're still gonna be making content on our social medias, but in terms of actual podcasts, season 2 will premiere at the end of January. So thank y'all so much.
Catch up if you haven't.
Thanks,
Bye.
y'all. Bye.